Hello everyone. In week number 4 we work with vectors. Vectors are almost like a record. That is to say, a tuple in a database. They contain the elements of one entity. To that point, we will use arrays to leaf through and populate our vectors. I've got an example of that. This is my program I call Borkowski Explains Vectors, which are sequence containers representing arrays. We begin with our header as usual, then in the main we declare the vector, which is in our standard class, as integer. I call it Borkowski numbers. I set my variables, they are the elements, num vals, lower bound, upper bound, user input, I for a counter, unsigned integer j as a second counter. Then I accept from the keyboard the value of integer num values. I start a loop, and in that loop I populate Borkowski numbers dot pushback method to the user input. I then take my upper and lower bound and I put all the integers within the user-defined range. Notice the members and how they are treated as a method. Borkowski numbers dot at j, lower bound and Borkowski numbers at j, upper bound and Borkowski numbers at j. Ultimately, we output to the screen called the console and end the run. It runs a little bit like this. As soon as we hit run, we enter a digit, a digit, a digit, and a digit, and we keep entering a digit until the program ends. And that is how we use vectors.